Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Sorry to any of you that thought maybe I was about to miss a day, but no, it's not going to happen. It's just a slightly later upload as I didn't get around to fully editing this video before I went away to EA to film Top Bins this week. So this is episode number 57, and this is actually from Monday night, this gameplay. So apologies that it's a couple of days old, and actually a little bit before the patch, or literally the night before the patch. So in the gameplay a little bit later on, it will be pre-patch gameplay, but then in tomorrow's episode I've got a whole bunch of games where I am diving into the new patch. So we start off this episode. One, you might have seen that we've brought in second inform Felipe Anderson to our squad. He is like the new Neymar for me right now. And two, you might see that we've also gone out and done Marcos Alonso, because we were able to actually use some, well, all three of the UCL rares were like high rated and untradeable that we had in our team. Saved us a whole bunch of money. That's brilliant. So instead of going out and doing SMS, or even I'm still debating whether or not Mkhitaryan is going to be someone that I want on this account, but Marcos Alonso was definitely someone. One, because you get a 100k pack, and you'll see that in a moment. 35k pack, we get ourselves Kagawa. And two, because I think he looks like a great sub-center mid, like substitute midfielder, or even like as he progresses and goes through the Europa League and stuff, maybe he gets enough pace to become a really usable fullback. I'm not too sure. But in my 100k pack, I don't even get boards. That's why the title is the 100k pack rewards ... What? We get 82 rated Parolo, which is definitely not really what we were looking for, to be honest. In reality, I was hoping for something slightly better. A lot better, I'm not gonna lie. I was devastated when I saw that, one, that it wasn't a walkout, and then two, that it isn't actually even boards. Craziness. So we then used a whole bunch of other players from our club in order to get the FUT swap deal player that was out on Monday night as well. That now gives us, what? Do we now have 5? I feel like we've got 5 at this point, meaning that we could go out and easily get that Guilavogui, or we could continue to save and maybe push towards a 100k pack. Although 100k packs, if they're anything like the one I just opened, do I even want to save up for that, you know? So we currently got 4. That's the mission for the rest of this episode, was to go in and actually unlock the 5th one. So in my head, I had somewhat given up on the Jonathan Tah objective, because I had played some games and I was still at 0 out of 10. But I was going into more rivals matches than I normally would. First guy had a solid team. He obviously brought those bronzes off straight away, and we conceded after 4 minutes. Brilliant. But I did bring on Goetze either from the start or at half-time. Like, I wasn't fully not trying to do it, but I was also trying to use my strong team as opposed to one that I just made up to get Goetze and Demirbay and stuff like that into the squad. Because at this point, I figured it was probably going to be a bit of a lost cause to get Jonathan Tah. Some terrible goalkeeper movement by myself there. I'm still trying to learn that. You know, I really wish I could actually do it so that I didn't move the keeper too far when I actually tried to move him. I'm really struggling, I'm not going to lie. I get 1 goal back, and there's been 3 goals in 12 minutes in this game. But we don't need to dwell on the actual gameplay too much, because, like I said, this is pre-patch. Literally the very last time that I could have played before they patched it, and going forwards, I guess it will be slightly different. So there will be some like first time finesse shots which are still in here, which are obviously less useful now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I've still hit a couple that are all right though. So I don't know if it's been toned down as much as I thought it was gonna be. Sorry about the graphic there. Like I pressed through the halftime too quickly, so that I didn't get a chance to really see the overall graphic. So hopefully you could make out what the halftime stats were from that awful screenshot right there. But with 3-1 down, it's not looking good. So the main objective of today was to get up to 20 goals scored in rivals this week in order to unlock the FUT swap player. At this point, I'd kind of given up on the fact that we were going to get the Jonathan Tah. This guy then scored against me with his Royce, meaning that was he was then 4-1 up and it scored with a Bundesliga player. That's the sort of goal that I'm on about, by the way. filthy. Yeah, so Felipe Anderson can do them too. But yeah, he'd obviously scored his goal and he was going to win this match, it looked like. I was trying my very best to get back in it, but at least, you know, this was someone which it wasn't going to end in a draw. There wasn't quite enough time left. I scored another goal, but it was 90th minute already. Belotti getting on the score sheet this time. So yeah, he runs up the other end, scores again, by the way. But he'd scored with a Bundesliga player, so that's another one ticked off his list to go ahead and unlock Tar. So GG's, brother. I hope you finally unlocked the player that you were after. I just haven't been able to do that. I've not been able to score in a match with like Goetze or someone and then actually win. That's the problem for me. So yeah, you know, we don't need to talk too much more about that. We just need to go on into some more matches right now. Let me know as well, guys, what do you think about this market? What's happening with this market of ours? Obviously I sold Neymar, I sold Salah, I sold ones to watch, João Cancelo, so I liquidated quite a lot. Obviously we've still got some valuable stuff in the club which is going to just completely plummet if the market crash does happen. I can't speak today, sorry about that. But yeah, like if that's the case, we'll be able to pick up some decent players with the coins that we've got. And if it's not the case, well, we might be a bit stuck. I'm not gonna lie, because if for instance Neymar and Salah both went up in price by quite a lot, then we might be very screwed, or we might need to rely on like reward packs and stuff to help build our coin balance up again before even buying them back. But I don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell. Typically there is one big market crash before Black Friday, typically after Matt HD Gamer uploads his video about the market crash, but then it gets earlier and earlier every year, and then sometimes the hype of the thought of a market crash is the market crash, and then when people start really talking about it is when the market just flies back up again, because people think they've missed the boat and they quickly get in there to buy players, and then obviously things just rise. So I have no idea what's going to happen. I obviously took the plunge to sell a couple of special players that I had, or, you know, expensive players that I had, in order to like maybe minimize the risk, but who knows what's going to happen, right? So that right there, I just took out Martial in the box, and it would have been a certain goal, obviously, right? So there was my chance to, after getting a booking, actually save it and make it worthwhile. It wasn't. Griezmann was able to actually score that penalty with ease, and to be fair, I definitely deserve to be down in this game. There's no question about it. Now, I persevered with my strong team for you know, the very start of the second half as well. Managed to get another one of those ridiculous goals to equalise with Felipe Anderson. He does that nearly as well as Neymar, by the way, and stats-wise is a very impressive player. I'm thinking that I might actually really like him for now, so I wish I'd have got him in red, I'm not going to lie. That would have been brilliant, you know, that would have saved us 100k or so, wouldn't it? So but so be it, you know. Maybe I'll get good reds this week. So tomorrow's episode is going to be playing a lot of rivals matches to bump myself up into a new rank that I don't normally get, and aim to try and get a couple 50k packs and a couple mega packs and stuff for our weekly rewards, which will be amazing. And then of course we will have red weekend league rewards probably in the episode after that, so that we can split it up again, because I don't like having just all my week's rewards all in one video. Do you know what I mean? I like to make the content move across the days of the week. So the next game I come up against a Reds 92 Suarez. Very, very jealous of a card like that. That's one impressive player. But I score one of these ridiculous finesse shots with Felipe Anderson very early on. However, he pushes down. I block the shot with Alexandro, but it falls to him again, and he gets another go at it, and he does equalise on me. And so there's been 2 goals in 4 minutes in this game. It's probably going to be a high scoring one, isn't it? Now, I lack Roqueta inside. Good save from the goalkeeper, but Firmino keeps it, plays it across. He gets it back, luckily, plays it to Felipe Anderson, who does just stuff that one into the roof of the net, and we go 2-1 up. that's a goal that really shouldn't go in. And I would imagine that right there is the sort of shot which now probably won't work anywhere near as well. Weak foot with Lucas, not at a good angle facing goal, and the first time finesse, of course. I imagine, I read something about angles in the patch notes, which I imagine would affect like a shot like that, and mean that I wouldn't have come away with the goal. But just before half time, much like the game previous, or is that the next game? Well, anyway, just before half time, Suarez literally goes ahead and scores 2. What a finish that second one was right there. I had to like give my opponent a bit of a round of applause, because that is the deftest of touches. That is honestly such a lovely little dink effort. What a goal that is from Luis Suarez. Sometimes the goals that go in against you are just beautiful and just very well worked. So yeah, he levels it up, and I can't believe I didn't score that effort right there. 1, I hit the bar, and then 2, I don't know if someone tried to chest it in, but it wasn't good enough. And then he pushes down the line with Neymar, and I go from 3-1 up to 4-3 down. This is my issue with rivals. In the weekend league, I'm doing so much better. I am just getting losses and draws and really struggling within this particular game mode. It's like, because I don't play an awful lot of it, I've stayed at this level, and then like loads of people have been moving up and down, and like the people that have come up are now at a really high level. The people that have come down were at a higher level at one point, so they're better than me anyway. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just really struggling in division rivals. But we're very close to pushing towards rank number 2, as you can see right there. And in this particular game, which is going to be the final one, I need 1 goal to unlock the FUT Swap player. We're going to come up against someone who's already unlocked Jonathan Tah. So again, round of applause, GG's to you for completing that challenge. But it kind of looks like he already had a Bundesliga thing going on anyway. Either that, or he has switched his team up nicely to include a lot of good Bundesliga players now that he's got Jonathan Tah. But I get the 1 goal that I need with Felipe Anderson after 40 minutes in this game. Oh yes, and just like the previous game, I then go ahead and concede 2 very, very quick goals just before half time. And I'm like, Tom, mate, wake up. Figure it out. Stop conceding goals just before half time. Because in this particular instance, it put my opponent in the lead. And literally, like, he takes the lead in the game. Now, I do score another ridiculous one with Lucas. Let's hope that they don't happen anymore. But I then get Alexandro sent off. I don't quite know why I went in for that challenge right there, but I did, and he ended up getting the red card. And I know that I've forgotten to ask you guys something, and that is, of course, to smash a thumbs up on the video. If we can hit 1,093 likes today, I would be very, very happy. My opponent scores a late winner, and I miss a very late sitter to get the equalizer on him. So another game lost is just the way it's going right now. I already submitted for next week's, or for this weekend's weekend league, because I have like a stack of 2,000 points from the weekend where it all went terrible. So if I do that before I get rivals rewards, then, or FUT Champs rewards, by the time I get FUT Champs rewards, I can keep like a bank of 2,000 points. So we are already qualified for this week, and it's a good reminder for you guys, if you have them banked up, or from tomorrow, of course, when you get the weekend league rewards, to remember to submit your weekend league qualification if that is what you would like to do. So we get our 20 wins, we get our FUT Swap player, meaning that we now have 5. I think I'll leave a vote in this episode in a card in the top corner. Are you gonna get a 100k pack? Are you going to get Pedro, or should I get Guilavogui? Yes or no is what I'm actually going to put in there. So let me know what you think I should do in terms of FUT Swap. Smash a thumbs up on the vid if you did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Peace.